Good morning, guys. So, today we are starting with our new channel that is PolyB. So, please help us and encourage us with your likes, subscription, and please share it to as many people as you can. And do not forget to click on the bell icon. So, let us start with today's topic. Today's topic is universal law of gravitation. And at the end of this video, you will be able to understand what is the gravitational force, the equation. You will be able to derive the equation of the gravitational force. You will also be able to derive one more equation which we will talk about further in the video. And let's start with our today's topic. So what is the gravitational force? In this video, we will represent it with F with the subscript of G. This is the symbol of gravitational force. So what is gravitational force? Gravitational force is the attractive force which acts between any two particles in the universe. Suppose we take two particles. This is one of them, and this is another. This is the smaller one, and this is the bigger one. The mass of the small body is supposed to be m, small m, and the mass of this larger particle is to be taken as capital M. So now an attractive force will be acting between these two bodies, that is the force of gravitation. And after so much of research, scientists came to know that this force of gravitation is directly proportional to mass of these two bodies. Yes, so after a lot of research, scientists found out that this gravitational force, that is Fg, is directly proportional to the mass of the two bodies. Yeah, so this was the first expression that was found out by scientists. And the second relation is that this gravitational force was inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. So this is distance d, let us suppose. So it was found that the force of gravitation was inversely proportional to the square of this distance between the two particles, and it was directly proportional to the mass of these two particles. So what does this relation mean? This first relation means that if the mass of any of the particle increases, then the gravitational force also increases automatically. And here, if the distance between them decreases, then the gravitational force also decreases by under root times. So our next aim is to find out the equation of gravitational force. So by these two relations, we can find an equation, that is, yeah. So these were the two relations. If G was directly proportional to M, and M, that was inversely proportional to the square of distance between the two particles. So togetherly we can write it as Fg is proportional to M, small m and capital M, upon d square. This is our third relation. By togethering these two relations, we can find out this relation, and by this we will finally get our equation. And it is a rule that whenever we convert a relation into an equation, scientists have to introduce a constant. So in this case, scientists introduced a constant that is called the universal gravitational constant. It is like F G is equal to m small m capital M and upon square of distance between them. This was our earlier relation, and we are converting the relation into equation. So a constant will be multiplied to it, that is capital G, and this capital G stands for universal gravitational constant. And by calculating this G, capital G, it was found that the numerical value of capital G is equal to 6.67 into 10 to power minus 11. मैंने अभी इसके यूनिट्स नहीं लिखे, तो आगे we are going to derive its unit also. Let us first derive the unit of universal gravitational constant. Fg equals to small m capital M upon d square. Okay, so we all know that the unit of force is Newton. Yes, so the unit of mass is k. The standard unit of mass is kg. So here there are two particles, so there are two mass, and the product of two mass will be kg square. So it will be kg power 2 upon d square. D is at last d is the length only, so the unit of length will be meter and meter square, because here it is square. So then the unit of force Newton is further we can write as kg meter per second square. The unit of force is kg meter per second square equal to kg square upon meter square. Okay. Then there is simple transposition only. Then just a minute, we just have to transpose these units to LHS. So it will be kg meter per second square into meter square is in denominator, so here it will be meter square upon kg. Oh sorry, it is kg square. So this will be cut, and here it will be kg. Meter square will be as it is, and second square also as it is. So the unit of gravitational constant is meter. Here power 1 and here power 2, so it will add up and meter cube second inverse to the power minus 2, second to the power minus 2, and here there is also kilogram. So it will, so here kilogram is in denominator, so it will be kg power minus 1. So this is the unit of universal gravitational constant. So if G is asked, what is the value of G? Then it is G equals to 6.64 into 10 to the power minus 11 with units kg inverse meter cube and second to the power minus 2. If someone asks you the dimensional formula of G, then it will be G in brackets kg, sorry, the mass, because kg is the unit of mass. So m minus 1 m, so m will be length, so L cube, and S is time, so T minus 2. This is the dimensional formula of G. So now we have already derived the equation of gravitational force. So we will derive another equation from it. You will again write that equation, that was gravitational force equals to m small m capital M by d square or r square, whatever you want to write, because it is just a variable. The next step is there is a relation of mass, density and volume. It is, in brackets I am writing density. Okay, so the relation is density. D stands for density, or you can also write it as rho. Rho is the symbol of density. Okay, equals to mass upon volume. From here we can write that here it is mass, so mass equals to density into volume. So another formula can be derived from here, mass. So mass is density into volume. So rho 1, the density of smaller particle, into V1, the volume of smaller particle, into m, and into the density of larger particle rho 2 into the volume of larger particle V2 into capital M, and the distance between them, that is d square. Okay, for example, in the question, if it is given like two spherical copper spheres, then in that case the density of copper is constant, because both the spheres are made up of copper, so the density will be same. So here rho 1 and rho 2 will be equal. Then it also depends on the volume and mass. So these were the two equations that we have derived. Now if according to question we have to use these two equations. If the mass of the two particles are given, then we have to use the first equation, that is the gravitational force equal to m, that is the capital M, that is the mass of the larger particle, small m, that is the mass of the smaller particle, and upon d square. D square is the distance between the two particles, and it is squared in the denominator. And the second equation, when it is used, when in the question for suppose a sphere is there, and if the radius of sphere is given, then we can use that equation. If the volume of these spheres are given, then also we can use the equation, and density is given, then also we can use this equation. Okay.
So thank you friends. So thank you friends to watching our videos, and please subscribe our channel and don't forget to click on bell icon. Thank you and bye.